Hello, welcome to Redmen TV for your first of your daily news updates from the Liverpool US tour. We're here on Venice Beach. It's interesting, it's night time here. We've been flying or travelling for 20 hours, tired. But anyway, this will be coming out in the morning to you as it's night to us. Anyway, some Liverpool news just very briefly. Aubrey and Steve will be handling a lot of the content from back home in Blighty. But anyway, we'll be updating you when we know some cool stuff that's happening over here. Bits of news to discuss. Kolo Touré has decided to join Celtic. Good little move for him, I think. Obviously rejoining up with Brendan Rodgers, the man who brought him to Liverpool in the first place. Could get another couple of years, to be perfectly honest, if he's playing in the, what's it called these days, the SPFL. So a good solid move for him. I'm glad that he's gone to a high-level club, you know. I don't know quite how this season's going to pan out or what have you, but we love Kolo and we want to see him have as much love as possible. And to be fair, I think the Celtic fans will absolutely buzz off Kolo. So yeah, good luck to you, Kolo. Thank you very much. I've said his name an awful lot. I've not slept in quite some time. One really interesting piece of news that came out of the tour so far. Georginio Wijnaldum, we know, has joined up. We've talked about him a lot in the last week. I think he's been interviewed. He was in the Liverpool Echo. Now, apparently, he's turned down Everton and Spurs to join Liverpool this time around. And obviously, the article goes on to point out Spurs, of course, have got European football. Everton don't, of course. But they do have the Dutch manager, Ronald Koeman, so there was a connection there. But having spoken to Jurgen Klopp, Klopp's convinced him of the project. And what's interesting about it as well, he's kind of said how much he loves his style, and he's told him what he wants him to do and how he wants him to integrate. But he's also, by the sounds of it, spelt out to him that, listen mate, you're not going to be playing week in, week out unless you prove yourself worthy of playing week in, week out. And I think there's going to be a lot of those similar conversations happening around a lot of the squad this season. I think we're going to have a squad slightly too big for purpose, which is great when you can compare 13-14, last time we didn't have European football to contend with, and how well we did that time round, but we fell short because you're calling upon your Iago Aspases and your Victor Moseses and your Luis Albertos of this world to back your team up when players are injured and what have you. So I think that bodes really well. Wijnaldum in particular, it's great to see someone like him who, look, he could have stayed at Newcastle, he could have got a bit of European football. But ultimately, you know, he's come to Liverpool to make a success of him, which is great. I haven't seen this many skateboards since I last watched Back to the Future 1 and 2. So yeah, very interesting. Anyway, more Liverpool news updates coming to you from the US of A over the coming week. We're going to be here in Los Angeles, and we're going to be going over to San Jose and San Francisco, hooking up with the Anfield Rap lads as well. So stay tuned. If you haven't already, subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow us on Snapchat. Chris will be going doubtless food crazy, which is always interesting. The Redmen TV. Thank you. Ta-ra.